When it comes to love, you think the problem is that you did something wrong. So what do? You obsess over what you should have done differently, whether that is a love relationship or a working relationship or a family dynamic or a friendship. And then you become defensive when someone else suggests, well, why are you worried about it? Why are you so obsessed? They're not that good to you anyway. And then what happens? Well, you question. You think, well, if that's true, then what's wrong with me? Why doesn't this person behave differently towards me? Or why do I get myself obsessed with things that are not good for me? The real issue isn't that you're unlovable and that you did something wrong. The issue is you have idealized what love is. In this episode, we are resolving love obsession. Are they charismatic or a creep? And you'll discover when it's obsession, how to recognize creepy charisma, and what genuine charisma looks like. So first, how do you recognize when it's obsession? Sometimes people actively try and make something an obsession. Okay, so somebody else tries to make something an obsession for you. It's not always that you're creating that obsession. That's when it's emotionally dangerous because it sneaks up on you. It's not what you expect. If someone is trying to create obsession, as in to make you obsessed with them, they're trying to make you lose control and become compulsive about them. Why would they do that? Why would anyone do that? Why would anyone actively try and make someone compulsive about them? Why? They do it so they can have control later. And this isn't unique to romantic relationships. It can happen in any dynamics, okay? Any kind of dynamics. But romantic relationships are the ones where we kind of think that they're the most noticeable. So why would someone do this? They do it because their self-worth isn't high enough for them to believe that you, someone, would want to be around them. Okay, just they don't believe that someone would actually want to be around them. So they think they have to manipulate that. They have to intentionally manipulate that so that person will stay. And they think they have to manipulate those charismatic dynamics because then you're less likely to leave. So how do you recognize when it's this kind of creepy charisma? To recognize creepy charisma, you first have to understand why on earth you would be drawn in. And believe me, it's not unique to you. Everybody gets drawn in, especially as a sensitive. You are most susceptible to this. Even though you're kind and gentle kind of person, you are most susceptible when you are suspicious and offish. Why? Because it presents someone with the tendency towards creepy charisma, that manipulation, a challenge. They think, wow, this is a challenge. The challenge becomes to switch you, okay? And they know that you're suspicious and offish because of what? Past experiences, of course. So they become everything you would have wanted. Everything. Oh, this is to wear down those defenses of offishness because it's a challenge. It's a challenge to switch that to someone who you would think, oh, wow, they want to bother with me. They want to actually know me and they want to push beyond my defensiveness. Wow. That's what you would start to think. And then once you're no longer defensive, they then utilize you, and you lose confidence in yourself because you believe somehow, and you're not quite sure how, you think there must be something again wrong with you because you got sucked in. So what's genuine charisma? If that's creepy, what's genuine charisma? How can you tell the difference? Well, the key with genuine charisma is to release defensiveness, okay? Because you're then open to kind and gentle dynamics, but at the same time, you don't lose insight, okay? You can then relax enough to feel genuine connection and genuine charisma. The moment you judge someone with an agenda, so the moment you judge somebody with an agenda and you think, okay, well, have they got this agenda? Are they going to do this? Are they going to do that? As soon as you judge that, it is the moment you become susceptible to their manipulation. Why? Because you lose insight when you judge rather than observe. So when you judge, so keep that away from me. Whereas when you observe, you think, that's interesting. I wonder why they're doing that. I wonder what the underlying scenario is that makes them want to try and manipulate me into something. Interesting. You then, it doesn't impact you. You then have no chance of controlling you as far as that's concerned, because you're observing the interaction. You're not judging it. You're just going, oh, that's interesting. What's this about? What I found I got sucked into for a long time was feeling that you always have to be prepared for an attack. So, oh gosh, is this going to be, I'm going to need to defend myself? It doesn't work because you end up putting a huge amount of pressure on your body. If you ever wonder why you're tired, wonder why fatigue has clipped you around the ear for years, this is one of the reasons why. So what are 3 little things you can do to move beyond feeling caught in possibility of love obsession and the potential of being drawn in to creepy charisma? Well, number 1, if you can't relax around someone, take responsibility for your part. Okay, well, what does that mean? It's like, oh, I don't feel comfortable around this person. Oh, why don't I feel comfortable? Because what's my part within this? Oh, because they remind me of so-and-so that I knew from years ago, really irritated the hell out of me. Oh, okay. Well, they're not that person. I'll just remind me of them. Okay. You're then taking responsibility for that part. Because then, once you've taken responsibility for your part, if you are still uncomfortable, then it's certainly not your imagination. There is something that isn't right. Number 2, heal your defense patterns. Because if you're wondering, where are all the nice people? I don't seem to meet any nice people, really nice people. Where are they all? Whoa, there's a big hint here. Note, they're not attracted to defensiveness. They're, they've gone in the opposite direction. Number 3, expect a repeat. If someone is nice, expect to repeat. If someone is mean, expect to repeat. Expect them to repeat whatever it is. So don't be horrendously offended or surprised if someone who is mean to you does it again, even if they promise not to. Expect a repeat. It will take a few goes, but you will feel you can step away then from love obsession, of pounding something through and through your head because you're thinking, oh, what did I do wrong? How could I have done this differently? How did I get sucked in? Okay, you can move beyond that. And remember, it's not about perfect, it's about progress. Okay, so would you like me to help you accelerate releasing love obsession? If that's the case, the meditation, the free meditation accompanying this episode will fast track you towards experiencing genuine charisma. So give releasing obsession meditation a go now, because it will release the feelings blocking you. That's because you don't make logical decisions around love obsession. You don't go, oh, I think I might be obsessed with this. You make illogical decisions based on unwanted, unconscious beliefs, which have been stored for many years and sometimes for generations, and they've been passed on to you. As Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. This meditation will help you undo those unwanted unconscious beliefs by releasing the energy stored in your body, like popping a bubble, just like that. To orchestrate magic in your life, simply make your unconscious conscious. The fastest way to make your unconscious conscious is by using my meditations. So even if you've never done a meditation before, it's fine. You just follow the words. You have time. There is always time for something this important. If you don't already have access to the meditation, you can download a copy for free from heidisawyer.com/14. That's the number 14, not the word. heidisawyer.com/14. Okay, now you've looked at love obsession. Are they charismatic or a creep? The next step is to learn how to give love the Midas touch. So guess what the next episode does? It addresses how to give love the Midas touch. So make sure you set a reminder now to join me for the next session, which I will release on Saturday, 4 p.m. UK time. And I will then be on the comments for an hour from 4:30, where you can put in your questions and I will answer those as far as, let's say, the symbolism is concerned, because when you do meditation, a lot, especially along this line of making the unconscious conscious, you get a lot of symbolism, and sometimes it's a bit tricky to understand that or to interpret it, especially when it comes down to you. So the purpose of that power hour is for you to be able to go, wow, what does this mean? Can you give me an interpretation? And I will answer any question on that particular area for you, or any of those areas, in that hour. So do the meditation as early as you can, because I'm only available, I only answer in that 1 hour. Okay, so if you've done the meditation and yours is one of the first comments in there, you are most likely to get yours answered. Share this episode if you know anyone who is struggling with love obsession, or this struggling with feeling that something is charismatically creepy. Because in sharing that, it gives them maybe a little bit of insight and a little bit of help towards making a decision. We always feel powerless in life when we haven't got access to something that gives us the ability to make a decision. So pass this on. If you think that's going to be helpful to somebody, they may well be very pleased that you did. So go now and listen to the free meditation, Releasing Obsession. If you don't already have access to it, you can download it for free from heidisawyer.com/14. The number 14, not the word. Do it now, because then you're not allowing the limitation of, oh, perfection, I have to do this exactly right, to get in your way. We believe your capacity for empathy gives you a unique perspective. The way we help you access your uniqueness is through developing your intuition, your inner world. When you allow yourself this part of you, life is easy. So go now and listen to the powerful meditation, and always remember this: your sensitivity is your greatest asset. Until next time, bye for now.